power, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Garcia raging back towards the wall. And it's off the top of the wall. The relay, and he's in there. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Hendricks, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And it finds its way through for a hit. And he can't come up with it. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Out of the play. And he'll pull into second safely. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. There's a strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Got it by him for the K. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. The line of the pitch. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Guerrero. One up, one down. Sael Garcia up to the plate. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Righty delivers. And now 1-2. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Righty to the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Caught him looking for the K. Here's Tommy Pham. Check swing, he went too far and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two.
2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sosa hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Stepping in the long ball threat, Sammy Sosa. And he deals. And the first pitch misses for ball one. There's a swing and a miss.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next offering way off the plate. And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fought off foul. Inside, just missed. comes up empty. That's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Chapman now one-run game. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Austin Wells, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Big swing and a miss.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Two outs. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Frank Thomas. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
All ones the count.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. On the ground as he checked to swing. And foul ball. And here it comes. Popped up. Drifts towards it. And makes the grab. And there's one down. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. High fly ball down the left field line. Profar. Long run. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he's at third with one away. That's a triple.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
And ball one. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him. Anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And another ball. Junior stands at third with one gone in the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next is the speedy first baseman, and now the runner breaks for the plate. And he lays down a bunt, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. The pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Runner at third, 2 away. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. And that misses off the outside edge.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's some real power at the plate. JT Real Muto. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Applies the tag, inning over. On to the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Gene Segura. Chapman back to work. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Segura measures 5 feet 10 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much. Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Segura on the run. Drops one down in front of the plate. And he picks it up in foul territory. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw. Tag. A bullet from JT Realmuto. One down, base is empty. Realmuto drifts towards it, nabs it, and there's two away. And now the big-time power threat, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. In there for strike one.
0-1.
And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Griffey gets under it. Corrals it. And that's the third out. Set for the bottom of the third, and the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And that one hammered. That's back there. Going, gone. And this place is rocking. And we're level. It's 1-1. So the batting order turns over. Now here is Alfonso Soriano. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Strike one.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now back.
Avisail Garcia will hit next. Line drive. And that's just foul. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Check swing, went around. No balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Hot shot to third. Fires over to first. Garcia gone on the play. So 2 down now, and here is Tommy Pham. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And it's even up. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Cruz going back, and that one is off the top of the wall. Now around second, going for third. Not in time. He's safe.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Thomas swings through it for strike one.
0-1's the count.
2 outs. And one in scoring position. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Onto the pitcher, and they get the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swings through that one for strike one.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, David Ortiz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And strike two. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him swinging. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom 4. Now it's the power speed combo. Ken Griffey Jr. The right-hander back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. With Jr., probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. A wind and a pitch. Swings and misses. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Here's a big power threat. Chipper Jones. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fouled off. He was late.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone. Just a pretty thing from start to finish.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
And even though he was on the big stage playing in front of thousands of people, you always remember the hat backwards, big smile on his face. He kept this game that can have a lot of stress in it fun, just like he was a kid.
Jones tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He did not go around. 3-2. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. And now the first baseman. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And they'll do it again. 2 outs. To third, De La Cruz. Whips it to first. And that is the third. New inning getting started. And here is Sosa to the plate. The pitch. Right side. Garcia under this one. Makes the catch for the out. So up next, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Austin Wells now at the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The other way. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That misses. Ball one.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That one not close. And the count is 1-1. Hard hit, left field, pulled the extra bases. Around second is Realmuto. Around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's 2-1. And he'll make it into third with a triple. Alfonso Soriano digs in now. Way out front for strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And the right-hander deals.
One ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. De La Cruz at third with nobody out. Here comes a pitch. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cracks his bat and pops him out. Not in time to first, and a run comes across.
Oh, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
And now here is Tommy Pham.
Drove it off the wall.
On the mound now, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that.
Segura flips it for one, and there's 2 away. But he's back in time.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
Foul ball there. Dominguez. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Out to short. To first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Top 6. Now it's the second baseman, Gene Segura. As he turns on the rubber, with that good live arm delivers. Jones whips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And there's a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
He is safe. With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Fly ball down the line. Got it. Bangs against the wall, but holds on. Runner tags at second. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. One for two. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Profar around third. Now a long throw home. In there safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Ortiz at the plate with two away. Swings through that one. Got the back going too soon. It's strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Back foot slider struck him out. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping in the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr. Pitching change here, Huascar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Profar going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's in there.
All over that one right there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just... jump off the lumber, and when you're able to find a gap like that, Boo, you're even looking for a triple.
Quarter infielders into the grass to cut down the run. Middle infield playing back. To the right side. They get him, but it was pretty close. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. And here's the first. Baseman, he's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Nicely done for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Goose back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, stuck him out. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So digging in, Sammy Sosa. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Popped up first base side. And it falls. And that puts the tying run on base.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
And fouled off. Swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Cal Raleigh. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Swings over the top of that one.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. And he chases that one, and that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now it is JT Realmuto. The new pitcher in the game, Camilo Doval.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the air, left field. Profar has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one hit to first. Now the throw to first on the run. Steps in the bag. Got him. Nicely done there. So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Perdomo on to first. That's the third out. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Gene Segura. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Wouldn't chase that time. Looking to get the tying run on base. And another ball. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. Fastball for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
Segura on the run. Profar gets a piece there. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw, tag, ow! A bullet from JT Realmuto. And that one fouled off. Swings and chases a low one there.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2. That's inside. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Aventuras Garcia. The pitch. Backed off the plate that time. Swings through that one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next to hit, Tommy Pham. Left field. Has this one sized up. Profar makes the play. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. And next is the designated hitter, Frank Thomas. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends. And we're back. We go to the 9th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's in the dirt. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Headed towards the corner. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. David Ortiz, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
Brings it in, and there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Oh, great grab on the dive. From his knees, the throw. And that is the ball game.